Beautiful night here at the Charleston Gymnasium. Sunday evening at some high school basketball. JJ, let's get it started.
Welcome back to the NBA. This is JJ Ostroff along with Yehuda Diamond. And a warm welcome back to the long-forgotten Gabi Newman, who will be making his return to the set in this highly anticipated matchup between the May Eagles and the Darchei Torah Talmidim.
Thank you, JJ. What an intro, what a jingle. As the squad suits up, come out of the locker room, they're ready for a game in 4, 3, 2, 1. The Darchei Torah Talmidim versus the May Eagles.
Last week,
What's up?
Last week versus Chafetz Chaim, we struggled a lot with the offensive side of the ball. You know, almost handing over the ball to the defense for easy fast break layups. You know what? The fast breaks killed our chance at winning. What is expected out of this team tonight, and what changes will the Eagles make going into this game to secure our third win this season?
You know what? Seeing the game from last week, you would think that they would make adjustments, and the adjustment that's glaringly obvious to make is that they have to limit the turnovers. The last thing you want to do after playing tough defense, fighting, getting your rebound, going back the other way and just handing the ball back to the other team. That is something you didn't work on defense to do. They're going to definitely have to make an adjustment for that, JJ.
You know, we can only go up from here. We played terrible last week. I hope Coach Zev talked to his team and worked on some stuff. You know, they're out here, they're ready to ball.
That is true.
We have two players on here today, and Yonatan and Curtis.
Oh yeah,
Darchei gets a tip.
As Darchei wins the tip. Yeah, well, they also lost Avad Elishayev in a trade.
Nishmas.
Yeah, cash considerations and a Doma gift card to Rabbi Bennett. But
and a breakfast card. I think two breakfast cards.
Ball knocked away, out of bounds, saved by Gortz. But yeah, you know what? It's a big loss, and this team is going to have to fill a hole that they now have offensively, and they're going to have to figure out where they're going to get certain shots up from. As Avinoam Rahmani, leading scorer for weeks 1 and 2, gets the ball, swings it over. Gortz moves the ball around. ISO with number 4, top of the key. Lauber looks to survey, gets it down low. A lot of good ball movement leading into a 3 by Avinoam Rahmani. Wow. Back at his bench, and he's just scorching hot over these past
He's a true scorer. Reminded me of Kevin Durant on the floor.
Yeah, saw him live today.
He really takes over.
Yeah, you know what? Oh, there's a couple steps missed. And we see down low, something that May's done so far in this game, obviously very early. As an open 3 in the corner, no good. But we see Darchei's offense runs mainly through big man number 7, Eli Klein. He's got a good shot, especially for someone at his size. And he, you know, his IQ and his passing ability is very good at somebody at that height. So that's a key point on defense for the Eagles to make sure that he doesn't get to run the offense like he wants to. Spielvogel down low, got to get out of the paint. Galler and a turnover, first one of the night. Not a sign you like to see. Now, I feel like this happens every time we play Darchei. I remember it happened last year against Varsity. But somebody always has mismatched shorts that aren't even close. As Gortz hit away, unable to save it, but great defense.
A great steal.
Yeah.
Stopped it for a second.
Well, I think Cohen's shorts were stolen or something, because those clearly don't match with his jersey.
No, Darchei has a big team, big rebounding team.
Stolen
Stolen by Gortz. Stolen back by Darchei. Into the middle, back up.
Another steal. This is sloppy basketball. Gets it over to Gortz in the corner, and you're going to want to reset after that. Steal after steal, back and forth. And my view is currently blocked. Avinoam Rahmani into the middle. Step back, long 2. No good. And rebound by number 4, something. Olshin. There are a lot of Olshins. I feel like they're born in Darchei and they're just, they just live there.
Spread across the world after. Klein to the middle. Jumper is clean.
So that's what I was saying. He gets the ball at high post and you can see over all of the defense. And he's just the guy that you want to deny the ball to and make sure that he doesn't get the offense flowing.
Gordy making himself visible, kicks it out to the corner, drives in. Up to Rahmani.
You know Rahmani wanted that shot.
Back to Gordy. Dribbles down to the paint. Drawing the foul. Put the shot up.
You know what? As long as he draws the foul, it's a good move, and it's going up. He's going to the line.
That's still a shot.
Yeah. I'm saying if he's going up with it. Today's Foodies edition, sponsored by Wing One. My dinner right now, all the way from West Sunset, this chicken is fire.
We struggled on free throws last game.
We did. You know what?
Can we bounce back? Yes,
Gord's going 1 for 2, 50% in the game so far, with a 2-point lead. Free throws is something that you're going to need to convert and capitalize on, because you're going to want to put the defense in positions where they might not have to play such honest defense and send you to the line. But they don't have an issue doing that if you're not going to be able to hit your free throws. As Gortz picks up his first foul. He was in foul trouble the other game against Chafetz Chaim and really ruined the momentum when he came out of the game due to foul trouble. 3 up, no good. Rebound by Galler, big skying rebound. And that's why he's on the floor. He's got that length and the coordination to grab rebounds like that out of the air.
You know, talking about the Brooklyn Nets.
When were we talking about the Brooklyn Nets?
Now we are.
Okay.
They're a very bad rebounding team, and that shows something, and it's a big part of their losing when they lose a game. Rebounds are very important in every single basketball league you play in.
As Klein gets another open look.
Galler, another rebound. Big stuff.
But yeah, like you were saying, a defensive possession is only finished when you secure that rebound. As Lauber wanted that shot. You know, he's known to have some range. But a defensive possession doesn't matter until you finish and box out and get that rebound. As Gort's going up, goes to the line for 2. But you're going to want to see some better rebounding and some better ball handling.
Spiel went up, number 34.
Let's see if Spiel could convert. He was a momentum changer last week when he got going. Now, down to the courtside analyst, Shlomo Rosendahl. And he was telling us before how Darchei's issue is depth. Gabi, show the court, show their bench after the free throw. As Gortz gets it and it subs in. As one of the 2 bench players for Darchei checks in, it looks like they have a 7-man roster, which, you know, foul trouble, and they might have to go all the way to the end of the bench there. But that's player number 7, but whatever. Olshin brings it up, looking to survey the offense. Cohen swings to the Lesser in the corner. 3, barely hits the rim. Big rebound by Spielvogel, cleared. And the Eagles are running, or flying, if you will.
Logo Lauber dribbling up top.
Gortz dribbling. He wants to get to the middle of the paint there. Lauber, swing. Spielvogel might have got hit on the arm there. Galler crashing for the rebound. Let's take a moment to appreciate Galler's yarmulke tonight.
Pink Panther.
Pink Panther. Oh, it's a tough bucket goes for Eli Klein. You know what? Since last time we saw him play, or since last season, I think he maybe grew a 1.5 feet.
I mean, the dude just lingers in the paint.
Yeah, well, he's got the he's got the shooting ability to, space the floor. But you want to see some better defense and not let him get his shots. Like we stressed so much tonight already, even though it's early in the game. The 4th shot by Spielvogel, almost tipped in by Darchei. The Darchei Torah Talmidim, and if you weren't following us last year, travel, carry, yeah, it's a good call by the ref there. But Darchei Torah's official team name is, JJ?
The Bulldogs.
The Bulldogs. Now, question, let us know in the chat if you see something we don't. Where does it say Bulldogs on their jersey or as much resemble a Bulldog? Literally nowhere. As Galler gets a 2 up, long 2, foot on the line. No good.
They're called the Bulldogs. They're playing like Chihuahuas right now, down by 1. 12:45 left to the half. Olsen bringing the ball up.
Well, anyway, we decided to give them a new name as Klein gets another shot. And he is their only source of offense right now. You might want to see an adjustment to get somebody and make sure that they're up top there on the defensive end. Robert bring it up. But we decided that the alliteration and the school, what the school's known for, Darchei Torah Talmidim is a more fitting name.
Here in May, we beg our Rebbeim not to give us tests. I heard in Darchei, they want the test.
Yeah, well, it's just a sign of the ultimate Limud Torah, and they are definitely fans of that.
They are holding the world up.
They are holding the world up. Or at least one of them.
Rabbi Shimon would say. Who says that?
I don't know.
I'm sure, I don't know. Who knows? Good ball movement, brings it to the paint. Just doesn't go. Spiel another rebound.
A great rebound in there. 2 guys boxing out. By the way, I believe Pirkei Avos is your source. Oh, around and out. Sounds like Labber heard the crowd pushing him to shoot that shot. First time out of the game. Sorry, this chicken is great. 6'5" Darchei. And you guys are gonna want to talk it over with the team right now.
I don't think
great.
you don't want to.
We're here with Ari Senetsky right now.
He's making my adjustment.
Assistant coach.
As
What's your
Doggy
adjustment?
hands back over to the game.
Spielvogel go play the bottom.
That's not what they were doing? What were they doing?
5 seconds left to the timeout break. Major on the
Oh,
play.
defense. Well, you know what?
Hey, Klein.
6'5", wide
Yeah, that's what you got to
receiver.
do.
Back
Klein
over
is
the
their
lead.
main offensive source right now, and you got to make sure that somebody's watching him and on him at all times.
Varsity football went 2-0 today in a doubleheader.
Hey.
Matchup between Nishmas and Ma'or.
What is that? More?
They are.
That must have been a light team to play against. Took you a second.
No,
Right?
they all got beards. They all look like they're 25. We played them in softball back in 9th grade.
Oh, yeah?
We lost to them in the semifinals.
You know what? Love to see Klein stretching out to the three-point line. Forced out of bounds. Great defense. Inbound. And May's going to look to take the lead right now. But we want to thank everybody at home right now. We went from our sketchy, not sketchy because you have to pay for a membership, but we went from our random app that we found to stream our games live onto YouTube to actual YouTube because of you, the fans, as the travel's called.
Happens to be that today we are still using that app.
Well, you know what?
But
That's
as
just
of
'cause-
next week,
yeah.
as of next week, we will be officially YouTubers.
Wow, how about it? You know what? If we get enough of you guys, well, maybe we'll have a plaque next to our bed one day. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so the chat was at an all-time high last week. It's a beautiful pass. And one called for number 14.
Lay's Chips calls the foul.
Is that what we're calling him from now on?
Lay's Chips.
Sour cream and onion. Let me know what you guys think about that down on the chat. Free throws going up for Ostreicher. No good, and that goes back to obviously the foul trouble is an issue, but that goes back to letting the opponent go to the line if you can't, convert your free throws. But Rahmani hasn't been as on his game as usual.
So Yehuda, let me ask you a question.
Ask away, JJ.
With Ovadia Al-Yishayev out, what changes will Coach Zev make regarding the retirement? Or actually not the retirement.
Yeah, it was a trade.
But the trade, we discussed that actually.
Cash considerations.
And he was a very solid puzzle piece to his team, and he was part of the core. And who will step up?
You know what they
in
say?
position?
When you lose a puzzle piece, you could always order the replacement on Amazon. Sure, it might be hard for him.
Stick,
Gabi, you're the cameraman.
stick to the cameraman.
As the free throw was good by Freshman. But the shot,
Talk about the game, not about Ovadia Al-Yishayev.
it's part of the game. Anyway.
Gabi Newman, great to have you back.
Debatable at the moment. But 10-5, 5-point lead for Darchei, and you're going to want to see some offense. Some good sets. It's an open shot, even if it doesn't go in, but you want to see the flow and the movement.
So who will make the jump from being a bench player to a role player on this team?
Well, we've seen Rahmani and Jacob Galler each get their run now respectively as Spielvogel gets in the middle of paint with block. But there are different things that he brought to the table that obviously you can't get from one specific player, but you're going to have somebody to make it up. As a Travis called on the top of the arc, it's a good call by the ref. But you're going to need some size. He was a tall guy, around a 6-footer, good rebounding, good shot creator. So obviously a big hole, something that the offense is missing, but nothing that is impossible to make up. And we're going to, you know what, they're missing a little bit of offense right now. You want to see them get into a rhythm. Bort's top of the key.
Both teams are 2-1
right in
here.
the corner. Last week he was shooting a lot. You know that's not his role. But a foul on the shot, that's good stuff. As you hear Zev calling out his inbound play.
Checks it in. Boards. Trying to make something happen. Passes it back out. I can't see who that is. That's Spielvogel. Crossover. Ooh, bricks his shot. Rebound, Goldie. That's a nice offensive rebound that we needed badly. Kicks it out to Rahmani in the corner for 3. That's cash. That is cash.
You know what? Get Avinoam Rahmani an open three to get your offense
Time out,
rolling.
Coach Zev.
Is Ari a backup coach?
Anyway, we saw a lot of perimeter action right before that three-pointer went down by Avinoam Rahmani. You really want to see a presence down low in the paint. You know, make the entire court to your use and not just the perimeter. There's more to the game than just three-pointers. And you really want to see a lot more movement, a lot more action, a lot more ball movement, as well as player movement. But you know what? They got a good shot out of it, and at the moment, it's all that matters. 10-8, 2-point lead. According to Gabi Newman's sources, if Darchei wins this game, they are tied in the standings, but then they have the head-to-head matchup advantage. So in a potential playoff scenario, Darchei does get home court advantage, even though it's May's court, but it's home court advantage because they wear their white jerseys.
So basically, May gets home court advantage every single game.
Shout out to Alan Cohn.
Shout out Alan Cohn. He wasn't able to make it tonight for. He's in Miami. Okay, never mind. He's probably having a better
Do
time.
you like broccoli?
I love broccoli. Are you serious?
Dang it.
Why, you don't? You don't like broccoli?
Nah, broccoli's looking extra fire.
You want it?
No, it's okay. Takes it out, Darchei, mid-range jumper, pass, looking like Seth Curry.
Seth Curry, wow. He played fantastic tonight. 29 points.
Well, shout out Delbs.
Facts. Well, Ellie Klein has been their source of offense for every bucket except for one. There's a bad dribble handoff by Rahmani and another turnover. But you got to just keep Ellie Klein in check and kind of the Jordan effect, you know? Get in front of him, make sure he kind of, you annoy him and he doesn't do his thing as well, and hope that everybody else on the team can beat you. Let's see what Darchei has. Open corner three. Top of the backboard, and that was an ugly shot. As May's going to look to push. 4-point lead. Warts into the middle of the paint, mid-range. That's it over to Galler on the floor. Ugly basketball right now. But Gortz gets it out. Rahmani open at the top. They're going to want a lot of movement. Fights middle of the paint. And blocked, but fouled by the big Ellie Klein.
As Goldie helps him back to his feet.
Now, here's what we were talking about. Let's see if Rahmani is able to convert. These are big free throws right now.
I'll say he's going to hit both of these free throws right now. There's one.
Yep.
He's a true shooter. I'm telling you, man. He has big stuff in the future. I would love to play on his team one day, but that will never happen, as we don't line up like that. He misses his second one, but that's
That was
okay.
a bad call. A great hustle. Down to Rahmani. Oh. He's upset he didn't hit that, but a great hustle play and a good look comes out of it. Darchei looking to push. Like you said before, they're looking more like Chihuahuas at the moment than Bulldogs. Although Klein into the paint looking like a...
There's that
he's looking like a
football.
St. Bernard. He's got that dog in him. But May bringing it up. Warts dribbling at the top. He's looking to move it around. Lauber's not alert. He's not ready for the pass. They got it to him anyway. Not a lot of open there. Warts got set at the top of the key. Spins. Lauber into the corner. Dribble penetration. Nothing happening. Rahmani. Top of the key. Lauber wants that ball. He's jumping for it. Oh, nice between the legs move, but gets him nowhere, and nothing is doing right now on the offensive end. Gonna want something to happen. Got to get out of the corner for Lauber. Lauber over, knocked away, and a turnover. And a 5-point lead right now for Darchei.
That's her third turnover this game. Cohen.
You know what? Not as bad as last week, but
Back to
still something
Ocean
you
to
want
the
to
corner.
minimize.
Back to Cohen, back to Ocean. Kicks it to the
Great
middle.
ball movement.
Klein trying to draw the foul, can't get it. Goldie with the rebound.
No, that was an example of great defense by Donnie Spielvogel. Yes, he did rotate. He wasn't on Ellie Klein the whole time, but you don't need to be. As long as you have him in check, you know where he is, and you get to him when it matters, and that's when he has the ball. Exactly what Spielvogel did there. Great example of what defense should look like. Spielvogel, top of the, I'm blanking out right now. He's at the elbow. Rahmani creates space, in and out, no good. But not a bad shot from Avinoam Rahmani.
Shout out Team USA. Really showing the UK that they still got it. You know, they tied, but every single Brit on this earth thought that they were going to win.
You know what? Think about it. let's say we played British people in a game like American football or like basketball. If we lost, that would be totally embarrassing. It's like, oh, travel on the hop step. Ari Sinensky, assistant coach of the Eagles, is not happy about that call. But Darchei is going to bring it up with 3.5 minutes closing to the half. Gortz 1-on-1 defensively with point guard. Gets it down low, great pass. Goes up strong, no good, and another great defensive sequence by the Eagles. But they're going to have to convert on offense. Can't just trade buckets, and Gallo loses it out of bounds. Now, we haven't seen a big rotation, actually any rotation so far for the Eagles, and that might be a big part. They might be tired right now. And some of them might need a break. Darchei subs again. And I believe that according to official NBA rules, Mr. 11 Cohen might be subject to a technical foul due to lack of yarmulke wear. Rebound fought for, no good, and off Galler going the same way.
Klein will inbound the ball for Darchei. To the corner, kicks it out. Lesser back to Cohen, to Ocean. Ocean for three. Splash! Oh my gosh. Ocean is an amazing shooter. I'm not meant to be happy, but it's still great basketball. You love to see it.
You know what? Good ball movement leads to a good shot. A Spielvogel gets.
I don't like the shot he took, but he made
Could have
someone
gone up
fall.
strong with it. Instead, he got blocked, but he did get Mr. 24 Fruchter onto his feet, or on the ground.
Cohen making him jump. Brings it to the paint.
A lot of
Back out
movement.
for three.
Goes from Klein to Fruchter, no good. Rebound by Rahmani, and you need a source of offense. Closing in 2 minutes to the half, and May's not even in double digits in scoring yet. Rahmani, his signature wrap over move, and finished on the layup. And they still held under double digit scoring.
YBT 17, May, still a single digits with 9.
You're gonna need Gortz to show some of that veteran leadership, some of that defensive intensity. As they all look up, they have Rahmani streaking. But he's gotta get maybe a fast break layup, easy points. As Spielvogel gets the putback to fall. Great rebound, you see a little bit of a crowd celebrating there. But you're gonna need a little bit of something like that, you know, tough, grinded out buckets, high percentage looks. And that's something that the Eagles need right now, is they're not flying as high as expected, maybe a little bit under the radar. Kelly Klein reminding us of a toothpick, how easily he fell right there. I could use a toothpick right now with this broccoli. That is lots of my Chinese food. Over and back, Rahmani streaking it to the front court.
As he stood, he's a lefty, so that was meant to go in.
Shout out to all the lefties out there. Me, Avinar Rahmani.
Rahmani with 9 points.
David Amela. Anybody, any other considerable lefties? Tua Tonga
The man next to me, Yehuda Diamond.
I already said that, but I'll be mentioned twice. I'm like that. A minute left, and the Eagles got 2 easy buckets, a putback bucket and a fast break layup, and they're gonna wanna keep that momentum rolling and stay to that style of play. Easy buckets lead to easy points, easy looks. Tough defense gets you those open looks, and that's what you need right now. Now, we wanna thank JJ right now. He's actually keeping tallies on the, not advanced stats, but advanced by the NBA's standards. We have rebounds, assists, turnovers, steals, points also, obviously, but now we don't have to turn to Shmuel for all of our info. Lester misses the paint floater to go. And he's got Gortz, and they reset at top of the key with 40 seconds left to the half. Rahmani leading the team in scoring yet again. He's got 9, I'm looking to add on that. Gortz at the top of the key. You got it over to Spiel, jumper, no. But Gortz got for a rebound, hanging layup, couldn't get it to fall. But you know, I love the hustle, and you got good looks like that, they're bound to fall eventually.
That's Cody's 6th rebound, 3rd offensive rebound.
That's wild. 3rd offensive rebound of the game. As the size,
as he steals
no
it,
match for
Cody, another steal.
But a good steal by Gortz, and he's gonna have to go look to score. Rahmani into the paint. Gortz, right up. A great momentum going into the half. As a buzzer-beating layup falls for Daniel Gortz.
And it's only a
great sequence.
game.
You know what? It went from a 10-point game to a 4-point game. A 2-point game,
My
excuse me.
fantasy team, I'm flashing it, bro.
And we would love to speak to Ozzy Gortz if you gave us a chance right now. Ozzy, join us. We were with you.
Broadcasting?
Yes, we are. We're live. We spoke with you week 1. We're back with you week 4. What are your thoughts on the end of that half?
I mean, they need to get back defensively on defense and get their shots
Yes.
Their shots need to fall. Great
You know, I
words.
agree to that take. Once they started playing that tough defense and they got those easy shots, they got them to fall. And we'd like to
They need
thank.
to get back on offense or defense.
Right.
Got back on offense and defense.
You know what? It's all about that hustle, and it's
And
not
they don't
something
get
you
the
could
shots.
teach, but it's something you gotta work at. You know, you gotta hustle, and it's something you gotta do. So I want to thank our sideline reporter yet again, Ozzy Gortz. Ozzy, pleasure.
Cody's little brother?
Yes. Pleasure as usual, and we'll catch up with you next time. Now, JJ, let's check in with Coach's Corner right now. What is working and what is not? What do they need to do? What do the Eagles need to do to fly high?
I mean, they've been playing consistent ball tonight. Nothing really stands out on their defects, but what they need to
Defense
do
or defense?
defects. Like
What's that mean?
what they
Like
don't
their issues?
Like, they don't have that many issues. They just need to step up offensively and dominate the court.
Agreed. Now here we see a basketball court. For those at home who don't know.
Oh wait, hold on.
Be fast on the fast breaks.
Presented by FM Home Loans. What could we do without a presentation by FM Home Loans?
More phones
Well-
for your cones.
I thought it was gnomes for your stones, but okay.
Where are the balls?
How do you spell loans? There we go. That works.
All right, so we see the top of the key here, and a three-pointer is obviously a very valuable shot.
And a
3
very
points.
hard shot.
Yes, obviously it's harder, but it's worth more points. So a lot of teams look to get this three-pointer. Now what you have here is you have Donich Spielvogel. He's moving back and forth at the bottom. He usually is going to end up somewhere in the corner. Then you're going to have your guards up top. So you're going to have Lauber, Rahmani, and Gortz. Left with Galler, floating around here. High post area, maybe wing. But what happens is it makes your defense not have to worry about this whole area being the paint in the mid-range. And not a lot happens because the defense is not moving. When you get ball movement from one place, maybe have Spielvogel stay at the block instead of here, and get Galler staying at the high post, the defense has to worry about much more than just the perimeter. You got much more open shots, much more better looks, and maybe even if you get the ball into the paint, it ends up getting kickouts and more open shots.
Taking it out, that's
And
very important.
A good way to get open shots, open looks,
Ball movement.
a good ball movement, like Ozzy Gortz said. You know what? He's wearing that Klay Thompson shirt. Klay definitely knows about good ball movement. Not somebody to create shots off the dribble, but somebody who feeds off of his
You
teammates'
gotta be
passing.
like a crafty, like John Morant.
Yes, well, most people don't like John Morant and Ozzy, but you are one of the few that are.
Thank you, Yehuda Diamond. That was your Coach's Corner,
Anytime.
presented by FM Home Loans.
Like I was saying before last week, if anybody wants me to coach anything, pretty much any form other than
Be a
like,
great coach.
thank you. Ozzy says I'd be a great coach. Maybe I'll coach Ozzy one day, who knows.
I actually coached Austin this summer.
Anyway, drop down below in the chat. We're trying to get onto the YU stream. Ryan Terrell, he's in the G League right now.
It's so cute.
But Zevi's saying that he's taken over his role, and he's really been balling at the collegiate level, Division III. But it's something nonetheless. Drop down below if you have any, connections to the YU basketball team. Let them know that you have some on the rise and elite broadcasters
And
waiting
if
for
you
their-
are
for
if
their
you
fall.
are on the rise, I rewatched some videos from last year. We were looking for sideline announcers. If you want to audition, please
Ooh.
talk to me or
Max,
you
you know
Diamond.
what? When the varsity season rolls around, which is just a matter of time, we're not gonna be as available due to the fact that we'll be on the court instead of we'll be on the other side of the
Auditions,
street, if you know what I
obviously,
mean.
for our positions
Yeah,
will
if
also
you're
take
interested
place.
in starting your broadcasting career, there's no number to text. Just hit up the Megio, walk to the bulletin board in the atrium, and you'll see the details.
How many
Drop down below if you
viewers
think
do we
you
have?
have the chance to become the next
21
May
viewers.
broadcaster.
Thank you for everyone tuning in tonight.
Yeah, you know what? A couple weeks ago we had 50 viewers, which was our career high.
Career high.
The chat was at a career high. I doubt it. Let us know if you know who the confused subs are.
We
Shout
played
out to
Chafetz
Gabi
Chaim
Confused
last
Sub.
week. Nishmas wasn't even in the picture.
That's true. But thanks to you guys, the viewers at home, we got to run this stream. Partially because there's no point in running a stream if nobody's watching it. But partially because you, the viewers at home, give us the support that we need to keep thriving and growing behind this media table.
Yuda, have there been any substitutions this game yet?
You know what? For Darchei, the few, but there have been. But on the Eagles side, they might be tired, and I don't know how long they can last.
Well, what do you think Coach Zev is thinking by doing that?
Well, obviously they're missing a lot of big pieces, but they still have guys. The guys on the team have talent, and they're there for a reason. And obviously you want to build a big lead, but that's not the scenario right now. And the team might run out of gas, midway through the second half. They won't be able to make that final charge. So you might want to think about and consider making an adjustment sometime soon. Also, I'm going to note that Donny Spielvogel changed his shoes. He's now wearing his, highly coveted Grinches as the Eagles start with ball at half.
Lauber bringing the ball up. Cody dribbling. Back to Lauber.
All right, let us know if you guys like
Back to Rahmani.
the broadcast beanie.
Got it. Back to Lauber. The ball movement to Spiel almost turning it over. Now it is stolen over Ocean. Great hands, great work, gets the ball.
Yeah, well, you know what? There's trying to be ball movement, which is obviously always a good thing. But when there's not good spacing, the ball movement doesn't flow. It doesn't move the defense. And Ocean is right there in the passing lane. Also, shout out to Arnold Cohn, who's in Miami. He says take off the beanie. I actually got it for free today at the Nets game. So let me know in the comments down below what you think about my broadcast beanie as Fruchter gets the 3 to go. 5-point lead. May's going to look for a good shot right now. Lauber brings it up the court with a little bit of pace. Something you haven't really seen in a step tonight, but you might want to see him do a little bit more. Like we said during the halftime break, Galler ends up at the high post with Spielvogel in the corner like we said he shouldn't be. And that is a shot you don't want him taking. Ocean gets it over the wing, gets it over to the guy that looks like Yosef Chaim Livium. And another steal, taken back by Galler, and he's going to want to reset, and Lauber is going to take it up. Lauber surveying the defense, cuts through, splits the defense. Spiel, pump fake, middle of the paint, goes up strong. All right, and a foul called on number 14. Defense foul on the floor. Spiel won't be going to the line.
His name is Allstriker.
Cody in the corner.
Yeah.
Dribbles into the paint.
Whoa.
Oh, wow. That was a big voice crack.
Yeah, well,
That only makes it growing.
you know what? When you do this long enough, part of the craft is, everybody sees your every move.
Ocean bringing the ball up.
Now, one thing we haven't seen on offense is Daniel Gort shooting as he gets another reflection. And you know what? He's not really a big shooter as Rahmani gets a tough layup to fall. He's not such a big shooter, but he gets things done in other fashions. Like we see right there, creating the offense off of, a great defensive set and a tip and a fast break layup. Spreading the ball into the corner. And what Coach said is he's enthralled about that call. I'm not even sure what the call was, but he was jumping up and down like a kid on Hanukkah.
What do you mean by that?
Got it. 3-second call. And Lauber's going to bring it up.
I don't have YouTube on my phone as my filter does not allow it, so we cannot get the stream deck on.
You know what? Lauber goes up, almost gets the and 1 to fall, but he's going to go to the line for 2. And you know what? You like to see, foul called on the floor. But Lauber was thinking about pulling up, and you hear guys in the crowd screaming the nickname that we donned upon him.
Cody to Lauber, logo Lauber. To the middle, back to Lauber.
Logo Lauber. You know what? That was good ball movement. You don't need the 3 just because it's there. It's not a great shot, even if you could hit it. Ball movement leads to a better shot, an open look, and that's something you're going to want to do when you're down 3 right here. Plenty of time.
We'll check the ball into Rahmani, who has 2 threes this game. Looking for his third.
Looking
Nice
for the
handles.
shot. Ari
Back to
Wynn.
Lauber.
Shout out to Ari Wynn, trying to get the crowd involved. Unfortunately, to no avail. We're going to need more crowd participation. Bad pass, but saved. Galler, jumper. And that is good. His first field goal of his career. Obviously of the season, that goes without saying. And the Eagles fans are involved. You hear them chanting. Great defense. Galler gets there, and a foul called on the side.
That is the opposite of what the crowd wanted.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yoel Leroy checking in first sub of the game, and he's going to come in for Jacob Gower, gave him good minutes and his first field goal of his career. We love to see him play like that. Olsen, top of the key, spreads to the corner. Spearfogel, good closeout, knocked out of bounds. It's going to go the same way. But great rotation and great closeout, not letting the defense get open looks like they were in the first half. Defense not so spaced out. That's Olsen at the top of the key. Klein hasn't been so involved.
Leroy actually blocked that shot.
Yeah, but it was a foul before the shot.
On the video.
But one thing, if you foul, you got to make sure that he can't hit the shot after. And that's exactly what Leroy did, going out for that block. And saving a potential
Wide
and
open.
one. Fruchter misses the three, and Yoel Leroy immediately makes his impact felt. The quick block.
Spearfogel with the trip, gets back on his feet.
That was
driving in, goes
clumsy.
down, gets it stolen.
A turnover as May was looking to take the lead, but a good defensive possession, and they're right back there. Let's see how this plays out. Olsen top of the key. Even though Klein is their main scorer, Olsen is the one that gets the ball a lot back at the top. At 14 has a slasher's mentality, and he's going to get himself to the line. Ostreicher. A lot of, last week we had a lot of interesting last names. This week we have a lot of generic Jewish last names. No Schwartz and Weiss and Gold, but we have Ostreicher and Olsen and Klein and Cohen, Fruchter. Man, I bet you I can name like 5 different families I know with those last names.
A high arcing shot does not fall. Rebound Leroy straight to Lauber. Lauber bringing the ball up for the Eagles.
If we were on Barclays Center, we would get free French fries from McDonald's, but free French fries regardless. Rahmani looking for the shot, doesn't have it. He's got to keep his head up and see what options become available as Gortz very smart slides into that high post throw. And Spearfogel takes the lead. First time tonight, gets the jumper to fall. 21-20, let's see if May can hold out to a lead. Great ball movement, Lisa, great shot, and that's what we were talking about. Doesn't need to come from the arc.
Darchei's coach visibly upset here as he regained the lead.
They didn't regain it because they didn't have the lead in the first place. And I think right now, as the closeout on the 3 prevents it from going in. What we've seen right now, Yoel Leroy obviously not able to stop Klein on that shot. But so far, his impact has been felt, and he's been able to prevent a lot of looks from Eli Klein. And maybe he was the spark they needed off the bench to get this really going. Spearfogel in the corner, you want to get him to the paint, whether it's high post or low post, you just want him off the 3-point line.
Rahmani calling for the screen, keeps it dribbled.
This is what I was saying during halftime. Got to get movement off of the perimeter. Yoel Leroy sending a screen on his zone. That's not really a conventional look.
Cutting Spearfogel, going strong to the paint.
Spearfogel goes strong.
No and one, but will be taking 2 free throws. Cody talking some sense into him.
He's trying to get Spearfogel hyped up. He knows that a big presence in the paint really changes their offensive look and offensive game. And let's see if Spearfogel could convert on this pair of free throws right here. First one's going to go
Taking
up right
his
now.
time, as he should.
No good, back rim. Somebody's got to tell the people behind us that we are live right now and we don't have time for chit chat. Spearfogel goes for the tie. And he gets down with the phone. Nice looking free throw. We got a tie game, 22-22.
With 12-12 on the clock.
Whoa, 22-22. That's just 5 twos in a row right there. That's pretty crazy. Klein with the first 3-pointer attempt, no good. You see why he's mainly a paint player. As great hustle. Rahmani gets the loose ball, and Lauber's gonna push it. Gets Rahmani leading the team with 11 tonight. Lauber, the wing, looking for something on the offensive side of the ball. No look, out to Yoel. Pump fake, middle of the, and he gets the jumper to fall. I haven't seen a lot of Yoel Leroy action, but when he's on that floor, he really gets stuff done. And a 2-point lead, largest of the night for May. And hopefully they can build on that. Yeah. I said hopefully they can build on that.
Heading into this timeout, this is good for May, talking it over, talking about the game. Coach Jeff talking more sense into them.
You know what he's got to do? He should tell them, let's make sure the ref in the corner is okay. Gabi, I feel like out of the 3 of us, you have the best medical knowledge. Your dad works at a nursing home? Let's just hope that the ref in the corner is okay.
Not even physically. He's looking mentally not okay.
Yeah, you know what? He might be a little bit down.
Maybe in his love life, his
life at home. Maybe his kids aren't behaving. Maybe they're not learning Gemara well as he wants them to. Just came off of his acting role in Wakanda. Black Panther 2. I didn't see it, but I heard it was a great movie. Biggest movie in theaters right now. Of course, I don't know that. Well, Yoel Leloy looking like he's wearing 2 ankle braces tonight. He's got those Steph Curry ankles. It's just like Steph Curry. He's got some ability on that ball court. Now Darchei's going to make a sub.
Darchei checks in the ball to Ocean. Taking it slowly up the court. There's no rush.
You know what? Love to hear the Nate crowd behind us. Getting involved, hyping the players up, and maybe giving them that push they need to pull away with this lead.
Number 24 back to Ocean. That's his 6th consecutive pass. That's his 7th. Fucked her for 3.
That was short. A good box out of money. Ball goes out of bounds. And that's exactly what we were talking about on the Mace side. And now Darchei makes that same mistake. You know what? Passing only on the perimeter, not taking into account the rest of the court and other aspects of the game. And it leads into a bad shot, even though it was a little bit open, but it wasn't great. It wasn't in rhythm. And you're going to want to see a lot more paint action as Joel loses it out of bounds, but it's going the same way. But they got it into the paint. And that's something you want to see.
Checking it in.
Lauber trying to hurry up. Spielvogel can't maintain it. He does get it. Lawrence, top of the key. Spielvogel, high post. He was calling for the ball. That's it. A turnover. Ill-advised pass right there. And Ocean's going to want to look to tie or take the lead.
We'd like to see people cutting into the paint. But he didn't have a good pass, so we just tucked it up. See what could happen. Lesser, way too open on that play.
Yeah, but that's what happens. People, when you just predicate your game around that 3-point line, nothing is going to happen. When you move the ball, when you get things going and moving, that's when
the offense looking stiff right now. Cody back to Lauber. Lauber, feet are set.
Huge music.
Pass! That is the Lauber we need right now.
First points of the game, but they were well timed and a very nice looking stroke. You see the defensive adjustment Coach Dev made, having Yoel run up the Klein every time he gets into that paint area.
No shot, it's going to be on the floor.
They call it on the floor. No, it looks like he got that continuation and follow through to go, but a foul on Klein, and he's just got so much size. And Zev, title bound, calling a timeout. They have 3 timeouts left, plenty of timeouts for the rest of the game, considering that there are 9 minutes to go. Now we want to welcome Gabi Newman back. Gabi, welcome back.
Thank you.
I don't know if you could hear you because you played with the settings.
Why?
Did you play with the settings? I don't know.
Hello.
Hey, Gobs. All right, so let us know.
Gabi, where have you been the past 11 Sundays?
11 Sundays.
First of all, I just
11?
want to say,
I think that's
I
a
am
little
so
bit.
happy to get interviewed right now. You guys don't even know. Okay.
Okay, continue being a B-list celebrity high school game filmer.
How does it feel to be a what?
Gabi, you've been in Israel for a couple of days. How did it feel being in the Holy Land, and how do you feel now back in the U.S. of A.?
You know, honestly, being in Israel was just an absolutely amazing thing. You can just feel the Kedusha, like, on you. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And just, yeah, being home's always nice. But, you know, I always love to be there and wish I could live there.
Talking about homes, presented by FM Home Loans. This game is on fire. It's a close game.
You know what? Talking about
3-point
homes,
game.
Gabi's dad owns nursing homes, and they have. I think Gabi has the Guinness World Record for most games missed in different countries.
McDonald's.
I think, Gabi was in Mexico, he was in Israel, he was at a wedding, but we're glad to have him back. Ball moving around, Ocean to the middle of paint, and a foul on Lloyd. You know what, it looked like it was going to be a tough finish for him to get that to fall,
You know,
but he's going to go to the line, and he made something out of nothing there. Ocean to the line for
I just
2.
want to say, you know, it's always an honor to work next to my 2 co-workers, Mr. D. Diamond and
What are we talking
Mr. Yaakov Yoshua Ostrov.
Thank you, man.
Oh.
Ashriel Soniker's in the building. You know, he likes to sit at this scores table.
Nice looking, free throw by Ocean.
You know, he's a big piece to the varsity team this season.
Yeah.
He will suit up, I've heard.
You know what? He's got size. As long rebound goes to Rahmani. He's got size. He's a defender. He's a shooter. Exactly what you want out of your 3-and-D small forward shooting guard.
Wow, we're bringing the ball up, 2-point game. Goody, some fake passes back to Lauber. Lauber bringing it strong to the paint. Back to Goody. Dishes it. No, he doesn't. There's Spiel. Spiel all the way. That's a foul call. Oh, a 3-second call.
Violation on Yoel. And Yoel's got 3 fouls. He hasn't played for so long. But he's
a
not.
3-second violation?
Gabi, your time is up.
Gabi
We love you, Gabi.
trying to shine in.
Comment down below your favorite announcers.
Fruchter
Mike Breen,
to Ocean.
me,
Ocean. Back to
JJ,
Fruchter.
Marv Albert.
For 3, can't
Three
go.
is no good.
They
He
get the
hasn't shot
offensive
an
rebound to
effective
Klein.
rate.
To Lesser in the
But
paint.
Lester, they got to keep an eye on him, and he gets those
Say it in
baseline
the
jumpers to
comments.
fall. We all know the
Ask
answer.
the comment section who's the favorite announcer out of us three.
Gabi, you're not an announcer, so you don't even qualify.
Ask the
Gabi, the guys don't want me to camera. They don't want me to film the games the same way they don't want you to commentate.
Strong, big boy.
By the way, I'm just gonna
Then we
clarify,
want Gabi in the
guys.
comments.
There was no
Gabi, we
shame.
want you,
There
but
was
we
no
don't want you
shade
that
thrown at
much.
Gabi on that particular.
Strong by Lauber. Gives it ahead.
Goody!
Goody.
Finish.
Right from the
Rocks at the other end, and great defensive play. Really an open layup. Wow. I think we were just talking over each other a lot. Goetz gets another deflection and a steal, unable to come up with it, but good defense and good movement by the May
Fruchter out to
Eagles.
Ocean. Ocean dribbling. Shout out to Hashem. 6-13 on the clock. Fruchter for 3.
Very good. And Goetz with yet another rebound. Have you been actively keeping track of rebounds, or you lost that?
I lost that by halftime.
You know what? He's probably got 10 by now.
He's definitely, probably. Rahmani hasn't scored since a couple minutes. Goody dribbling to Laloy in the corner. Fakes the shot into the paint, going strong. Out to, what's it called?
Oh,
3-second call, and Spiel, that's his second one in the past minute.
well, the other one was on Yoel, but you know what? They got a good 3 out of it, so it's not something you want to see. You see, Coach talking to Spielvogel about it. He's trying to hype his guy up after a bad play, but you know what? 4-point lead. They got to hold on to this right now if they want to stay ahead of Darchei in the standings. Number 14, Ostreicher gets it down low. They got to keep an eye on Lester, even though he missed it, and the rebound comes out to Rahmani. But they've lost an eye on him in the back door. And you know what? He's just got a lot of their points recently, as it took Eli Klein out of the equation for the moment, which is great. And Gortz gets a nice shot to go, and they're going to
Gortz
call
looking
a
like
foul.
Ryan Terrell. Doesn't fall though.
Honestly, I love you, Jay. I'm not a fan of that comparison. Spielvogel's off for now.
I just had to say it because Ryan Terrell's shot was so clean.
Oh, you saw that shot.
Oh my
Great
gosh.
shot. But you know what? He's a trailblazer for the Jewish community. First of hopefully many to play at somewhat of a professional level. And Zev's making sure his team knows to box out for the rebound. Always got to box out. So you know what? Announcers jinx. Eli Klein is a great free throw shooter. It worked. The announcers jinx is real for people who don't believe it. And he's going to the line for another 2. I wouldn't say that I'm superstitious, but I would say that I'm kind of stitious.
Little stitious.
A little bit stitious.
Little
Yeah.
stitches. Little stitches. Shout out to The Office.
Fish office.
The show, The Office. Michael
Kidding,
Scott.
JJ.
The sarcasm level is at a high.
Crowd involved. And he
Oh,
gets that one to fall, rims in.
Pink
3-point
Panther
lead. It's a
Robert.
1-possession game, but May's going to try to extend that right now with Lauber bring it up. Gabi, you're slacking on the camera. Gabi. Gortz, top of the key, pulls up his dribble. Rahmani calling for the ball. That's a TO, middle of the paint. That's the Lauber, open, look.
Lauber for 3!
Oh, no good, but hustle.
Oh, great offensive rebound by Leroy, getting it out of the corner.
That's to the Lauber.
Rahmani open, calling for the ball.
Rahmani would have been
doesn't
open for that swing, doesn't get it there, but they reset it. And Rahmani's
He's
going
going
for
in
a shot
strong.
right now on his own. No good with the layup, but
Another
Gallo
offensive
streaks in for
rebound,
the
Gallo.
rebound.
get it. Cutting Leroy, doesn't fall. And Mayball!
Great hustle. Well, they missed the shot. An athletic play by Leloy, unable to finish. That was great hustle, great running, great basketball, great everything. A bad look from Rahmani, a fading three. And Darchei is going to look to pull within one or maybe even tie the game up. Let's see how May plays this. Tipped away yet again, and a tip away by Gore.
That is that veteran defense we needed, and we got it.
He is the clear leader of this team, especially with Ovadia out. But he's got to, he's making big boy plays. He's making leader plays like that, and that's going to help them win.
Dollar, an amazing shot.
4
in
points.
the middle of the paint.
Yeah, he's got that mid-range shot down. He's got a nice looking shot. And is that a scoreboard malfunction, or is that right? It's a 5-point game? Yeah, it is. My bad. I'm sorry that I doubted the scoreboard crew in Zach. Oh
my gosh! Luigi! The crowd is going crazy! Yes, sir!
He was playing front center at a volleyball game. Jumping off the trampoline. Do not go in there.
Like Giannis after the Kufa on the court.
Wow. You know what? That's going to be Daniel Gortz's ringtone or something. Oh, do not go in there. It's an icon of a play. He could buy that an NBA Top Shot. And we see Akiva.
Give me the phone.
AK. Akiva Krasnowski seeing his first minutes for Jacob Galler. Good minutes for Jacob.
Replay.
You see the hustle. You see the
Let's get that
rebound. You see
instant
the shot
replay. Diamond, we
making.
got the instant replay. Kicks it into the paint. Oh, absolutely obliterated in the paint.
Free throw banked in. I think that was by mistake.
Looking like Rafi Farman in 9th grade.
Yeah, that shot hit the sky and then went through the sky.
That's what you call a rainbow free throw.
Yeah, usually you see rainbow three-pointers. As he knocks down both of them. Look, he kind of reminds me of your neighbor. It's a good call, huh? Robert dribbling up top. Schwartz.
As my neighbor does not know how to play basketball.
Yeah, but he looks like him. Gets it over to Leloy. Leloy bodies his
shout
way
out to my neighbor.
Ripped away by
It was
Klein.
actually his birthday on Shabbos, turning 14.
Happy birthday, Aiden.
Happy birthday, Aiden, my boy.
Olshan brings it up, crosses the timeline. See Alex Brigel trying to get the crowd involved. Onstrike goes to the corner, collapse onto Klein, three-pointer up, and not
Offensive
good.
rebound by Klein, a big boy move, hustling and bustling in the paint.
He brings it within one. Darchei held the lead for the majority of the game. But now, closing on in a minute, it's crunch
a
time.
1-point game.
Let's see who comes out with the game.
1:15 on the clock. Lauber bringing the ball up, gives it to Rahmani.
You know what? This is an interesting setting right now because 3 of the players on the court right now have not sat, 2 of them being 9th graders. Lauber, Rahmani, and Gortz, 3 guards, have not seen any time on the bench this game. And you might think that Darchei is going to want to foul soon as under a minute and May doesn't have anything going for them offensively.
Looking at the clock, making sure he...
Lauber holding, they realize that Darchei is going to need a foul. 48 seconds left with a 1-point lead. Interesting move by Coach Dev as he calls a timeout, putting AK in during crunch time.
If we look at the fouls, May has 10 fouls, YDT only has 5, so they had a foul to give, no?
Darchei's in the bonus right now. They're in the double bonus, actually. That means 2 shots for every foul, no matter what the form of foul is. It could be on the side, it could be on the floor, it could be anything. It's going to be 2 shots automatically.
Coach Sev drawing up some plays for the
See what the
starters.
idea is. You're going to think he's going to want to put somebody else in, maybe an offensive creator that they don't have right now. They have an interesting lineup we haven't seen all year.
Oretz, bro. I'm Rabbi Oretz. He got married. His son got married tonight. Rabbi Oretz.
Facts, you forgot about that. Mazel tov, Rabbi Oretz.
On his 40th kid wedding.
40th?
I think 41st maybe.
That's it?
I think that's it. For now, we'll see.
You know what those tally marks are? They're getting there, man.
I mean, every 9th month, another one comes out, no?
Oh my God, dude. We're live.
It's a mitzvah. It's one of the crazy...
And the timeout is over. And Darchei and May come out onto the floor. Let's see the set that Coach Steph Titlebound puts them in. You might have your, you know what, let's just... We're moving on. We've improved this people. Looks like the ref's health concerns have subdued as he's waiting for Yoel to do the inbound. That's Gortz into the backcourt, probably the best free throw shooter on the floor right now. Fouled by Ocean in the backcourt. And you know what? This is when it's clutch that Darchei did not foul May. because usually being the bonus is a bad thing. But now during crunch time, they need May at the free throw line. It's a near turnover for Yoel. Not something you want to see, but they maintained it back. And Gortz is going to the line for a 1-and-1. Oh, and they called it for Yoel. And Yoel is going to be taking these clutch free throws. Let's see if he could.
One free throw for each ankle he has broken.
Yeah, well, they're not broken, but they're obviously ailing to some degree. And these are huge free throws, a moment that I know all too well.
What's our fruity question of the day?
We already discussed it. We let the fans know all about my dinner.
I thought we were gonna
Poll?
we'll save it for next week.
Missed free throw and a well-possession game.
30
Time
seconds.
to it. Ellie Klein, middle of the paint. Oh! Away from Gortz.
He is a defensive player of the year. What's it called?
Travel call. And Daniel Gortz coming up with a huge play again. He is unbelievable on that defensive end. He might have a top 10 May Combine vertical of all time. Timeout for Coach Dev.
27
Last
seconds
timeout
left
of
of the game. Goldie coming up clutch as he does, as he should. He is an amazing,
You know what, that might not-
defense player.
That wasn't the most spectacular of the blocks. Not that it wasn't spectacular. Those are both top Sports Center top 10 plays of the night. But that was unbelievable. Those defensive sequences leading to offense and preventing Darchei from taking the lead and getting a bucket to go. As the timeout ends, 27.1 seconds to go. And May is probably going to be sent to the free throw line. But Darchei is going to want to make sure that they don't foul before the inbound. Otherwise, at least NBA rules, results in a shot and then retention of the ball. So let's see what happens. JJ, this is the closest game down to the wire. Closest game we've seen all year, by far.
1 point game.
And-
May has not been into overtime this year yet.
Yeah, well, you know what?
We still won't go into overtime. We'll get the win.
You get it to Gortz, foul him, and he's going to be sent to the free throw line, trying to extend this 1 point lead. But here's the thing, the weak Ovadia is not here. He's probably the best shot creator that they had, but he's gone, and now you're going to have to find somebody else. Who are they going to turn to in moments like this on the offensive side? Jay, what's your take?
They got to turn to Hashem in this one.
You know what? Always turn to Hashem. He's everywhere, really.
I mean, he's with them right now.
Well, let's see.
But we just need the defense to pop again. You know, keep scoring these free throws.
You know what? He's showing why he's got ice in his veins. When he takes a blood test, the needle freezes. It's cold, man. It's cold. It's cold in here. I feel that clutch gene. Both to fall. It makes a 3-point game. And you know what? Mays is going to have to play honest defense and just watch the 3-point line. Takes Ellie Klein not out of the game, but it's not a strong suit, so they don't have to worry about it much less, which is great.
Each team has one timeout left. It's a 3-point game.
You know what? Those are the heroics you dream of as a young child. Going to the free throw line during crunch time. Why are you not in the huddle, Doggy Spielfogel? I'm mad at you right now. I expect better of you. I'm going to be honest. Everybody on live stream should know. But he is showing why he is the leader of this team. That's what he's doing. Good free throw shooting. Last week, obviously, we saw an embarrassing free throw shot from him. But he turned the corner. He is no longer on Mullery. He is on Washington Avenue itself.
He reminds me of George Washington. You know, taking charge of the bunch and, you know, showing the other team, UK in this.
Clearly, you've been paying attention in AP US history.
Shout out Zach Hessler on the scorebooks.
Zach Kessler does everything.
Whatever.
You know what? No matter what it is, he always gets a shout out for some random reason. Whether it's his fanny packs, his surgeries, his history class,
His other 10 classes that he teaches.
driver's ed, his season memberships.
Ball zone.
Anyway, back to the game. This is a tight game.
Gotta love ball zone.
Olshin brings it into the front court.
20 seconds left to the game. Ocean making something happen. The front, they're about to climb.
And Gortz.
by Gortz.
Did I say it was cold? Or did I say it's below zero? He is in Antarctica right now.
Well, golly gee, how the tables have turned.
You know what? A 10-point game, double-digit deficit, turned into a 3-point lead with 15 seconds. Gort's going to the line. And the turning point was his veteran leadership. Let's see if he can put this game out of reach, make it a 2-possession game. Huge free throws. You see him taking a deep breath. And let's see if he can travel.
Klein is tall, but not tall enough to win.
And he got. What are you doing, Gabi? Gabi.
There's 10 seconds left of the game.
He scored it. Everybody knows it.
Bro.
You have to speak about it though.
Put the camera on
These
what
are
we
clutch
need.
free throws. We might have to provoke your privileges. And he gets the free throw to fall.
I
And
mean,
a
I
timeout
still
is called.
have the subscription on my phone if we need to use it.
Yeah, we love Gabi, but his game's he's a little bit rusty. Daniel Gortz,
The
player
talk
of the game. How many plays in the last 5 minutes? How many winning plays did he make? He played winning basketball tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is what he does. That is what he did. That is what hopefully he will continue to do.
His future is bright.
His future, oh man, is it bright. Rather than these LED lights here at the Shelson Gymnasium. I don't know what Sinetsky said. He's a man of few words, but many actions. And he leads by example. Ari Sinetsky says that this gym should be named after him. Although, yeah, I don't remember any Ari Sinetsky plays like the ones that Daniel Gortz just made.
He's not the Snetsky family.
Inbound coming from 14, Ostreicher. Apparently, according to Olshin, his nickname is Osh.
Sinetsky, one of 2 in May that are able to dunk.
Inbounded. Olshin to the corner. Fruchter. No, not a good shot. Not a good, offensive set. 3 airballed. Yo with the rebound. A gutsy performance.
And that is the game here.
A gutsy performance by the May Eagles. And we're going to catch up with Daniel Gortz.
Soon.
Daniel Gortz, the man of the hour, specifically the last 20 minutes.
Get it in front of the. I need the FM Home Loan sponsorship interview.
Ooh, I like that.
Give me that FM Home Loan.
This is the FM Home Loan sponsorship interview. We are here with Daniel
Welcome
Gortz
to the
and his
post-game
brother.
sponsored by FM Home Loans. We're here with Daniel Gortz. Daniel, winning basketball is what you did tonight.
Yeah.
Those defensive possessions, what was going through your mind when you skied for that block and made probably so far the highlight of the year?
He was like on the baseline, and like right, had the ball. I knew the ball was going down low, and I knew the second he had the ball, he was going up with it. Right, he passes the ball, so I just jump as high as I can, hands up, and I get the ball.
You know what? Elite timing is something that you need to be an elite defender, and that is what you were tonight.
Thank you.
Clutch free throws, ice in your veins, as some may say.
Yeah.
Really great performance, and hope to build on it. Pleasure meeting with you tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ozzy, for joining us.
Cody, an outstanding game performance.
Unbelievable.
I'd like to talk to the coach, but I think they already went downstairs.
Well, what a game, what a performance, what an ending. Beauty Diamond, JJ Ostroff,